going on, people? Them cheese the ways. This is the SMG podcast. You know how we do up in the place. You know what I'm saying? We got to do the plugs and that, you know. So hold tight, G-Pen, Greco Science, fabulous makers of the G-Pen, vaporizers, pen vaporizers, big ass bongs, dab machines, and all that kind of lovely stuff. So right here, if you type in the SMG15 right here, 15% off anything in store. Please like, please share, please subscribe, because yeah, it helps. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the topic today is: can riches bring you happiness or true happiness?
Hell yeah.
Listen, true happiness, not just happiness.
Alright, cool. Good thing the emphasize on true happiness here, guy. Alright, to find true happiness, you don't need to be rich.
Definitely need to be rich.
Yeah. You can I'm not saying being rich doesn't make you happy, and you can't get to true happiness from being rich. But to find true happiness, you don't need to be rich.
100%.
That's when you understand what true happiness is, you'll realize that.
It's not from money, way.
Yeah.
It's definitely not from money.
So what would you define as true happiness?
Alright, cool. First step, obviously, I'm just speaking from my personal perspective and what I consider true happiness in it. First step, would be being content. Yeah. And that's why I say money can't bring you true happiness, because you see with money, it you won't be content, because the more money you get, the more things you want and more things you have access to. So it's instead of it's like unlimited. Because remember, the higher level finance you get, the more access to different levels of how you can spend your money, what you can do with it. So now you're always, like I say, if you're one of the people where that's your source of happiness, you always get, like I said, it's always increasing. So you're always going to be chasing for more. So you're never going to feel happy in it, because that's not where happiness comes. And happiness is, when you're content, comes from within. Because when you see within, when you're content within, it doesn't matter materialistic things and all these things that you would think they might be entertaining and add to being enjoyable to your life and making everything nice. I'm not saying they won't, but they don't really matter. You get what I'm saying? Because you should be able to be happy, let's say, whether you're in a room with just your mates and this and that, or whether you're not sitting in some 7-star restaurant. You get me? It shouldn't true happiness, because like I said, one's different. One's more, you're rich, and one's just a normal room. True happiness, you can find it in both. But like I said, it shouldn't matter about finance. True happiness, in my opinion.
So let me ask you, Io, how would you define the opposite? So the happiness that material things bring.
I think that gives you temporary joy, because I feel growing up, even till now, when I'm seeing billionaires unhappy, rich celebrities, they got everything and they're not happy, then I just know money's not happiness. But I feel like us as a society now, we're too materialistic, and they think having drip, having cars, going to 5-star restaurants or whatever brings you happiness, and they don't. You're still depressed, you still got mental health issues. So I don't know, man. I just think money's an illusion, man.
It is an illusion. It gives you the illusion of happiness. In my opinion.
You've got all of that, then what? You've got cars, you've got houses, you can go anywhere you want.
Exactly, there's this unfilled void, because your happiness isn't within, it's tied to the fact you get money. And that's where my point is, where you'll never ever be truly happy, because like I say, you could be getting money and your whole world, your whole life outside is falling to pieces. But you've got money, so do you get me? But you're not happy. And like I said, you see when you say, billionaires and celebrities and that, they're not happy. Like I said, often enough, that's probably what's going on around them, because they might get a lot of money, but the things that they need within inside them to maintain, let's say, a clear state of mind.
Money can't buy that.
the money can't, like I said, you having money doesn't mean you have that within you. Do you get me? That skill set within you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. That's what you see. People without that skill set, when they tend to get a lot of money, they get into hella more problems. You get me? Because they don't understand the certain things that are cool. With having more money, certain things you might have to sacrifice and you can't do no more just because of the fact you have more money. You get what I'm saying?
That's true. I heard something interesting from a preacher today on YouTube, and he said that it's relationships that bring happiness in life.
Yeah.
It's not the money.
Yeah, bro.
Because if you have a lot of money and you don't have relationships, you'll be miserable. But if you have loads of relationships and you don't really have a lot of money, you're always gonna be alright because the joy comes from the relationships that you have.
100%.
Yeah. And that hit me kind of hard. I was like, oh shit, like,
100%.
that's some facts, like.
No, and that ties in with what I was about to say, is because relationships here with people are experiences. Yeah. And it's the experiences that make you happy. And like I said, money can bring you experiences, but then my point is the people, it's like you have to think about, you could be in nice fancy club, but are you with genuine people who have a genuine relationship? They're not just with you because you're popping or you're because when you have money, like I said, that's another thing. A lot of the people around you are not really genuine people. Whereas, like I said, without money, when you chill with the people that are around you, they're your people.
Yeah. It's real talk.
Yeah,
That's why you can see like a group of drunks, like their life's probably like not the greatest externally, but when they're in this little communion of getting drunk and just chatting, they are happy as flip. Like they
in the element, bro.
Obviously the alcohol helps, but still like it adds. If you're drinking by yourself, it's kind of a bit depressing. Like you drink with all these people, it's like, you know, shout out to your brethren down the road.
Yeah, I mean, they start talking about when they lost them, when the mortgage went left.
Yeah, all of that, bro.
Yeah, when the wife left and the divorce
relationship advice. Damn, I'm getting a relationship advice from a drunk. Man, listen. This person knows if anyone.
It's like, that's probably how he ends up here. He was probably a stable person before this experience, man.
That's probably how they get here.
You get me?
It's real. I want to... Because a lot of, like, these days in the generation that we live in, I don't even know if it's our generation really though, but in all the generations really now, we've become such a money-driven society, and we can either blame that on media, we can blame it on social media, we can blame it on expectations, we blame it on reality TV shows. Yeah, we blame it on the Matrix.
For the Matrix.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I find it crazy sometimes. It's a bit overwhelming how, like, you just be watching something and an advert will come on like, do you have £5,000 that you want to invest in? Take holidays every day? Like, what are you talking about? Like, wait, what? And then, like, it's just all this shit. Like, everyone, it's just money. Me.
Yeah,
right?
Consumerism.
So, but the thing is, in society, when certain things affect a society, you don't see the effects for another generation. So when the kids that are growing up now, under our generation, who's so obsessed with money, when they get to the point where it's like, yo, we're able enough to earn money and to make our own decisions, they're not even gonna have the whole, maybe I just want to focus on being happy rather than being super rich. All they're going to have is that I just want to be super rich. So what happens when we have a world full of super depressed, super driven people? Like a world full.
Look, this is... But
I think what happened now, though.
No, but this is the whole point. This is exactly what the people who have this in play want. Because you see, like I say, the fact that people chase money instead of actually understanding what true happiness is, because cool. If people really, the majority of people understood what true happiness is, stuff that are taught in the Bible, but yeah.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you for the plug.
Just because that's the best way,
100%.
to understand, to get a good understanding of what happiness is. Trust trust me. But yeah, they want to take away the understanding of true happiness. So, like I say, the best way is cool. How do you do that? You condition people to consume. From you are little, they condition you to consume. Consume what we put to you on the TV, what we advertise.
And it's getting worse because it's more accessible.
Like, you get me? And my thing is, to consume, what do you need? You need money. So then now, you subconsciously, over the time, would understand and become dependent on the fact that you need money. So now, all your wants are tied to money. Everything you want is tied to money. Some sort of transaction. So now, for you to be able to do or get what you want, what you have to do? You have to go get money. So then, like I said, that becomes it becomes your number one thing, because at any given time, even just to live a normal, like I said, just to live a day by day life, you need to get money. So they condition it into you because that's what they want. And why do you think they take like I say, the whole things we've spoken about, like taking away like the parents out of the household or family, all of that there is so they can condition you to that, because obviously with family values, you'll understand the like, cool. If everyone had good family relationships, say 90% of families out there were all good family relationship household, the world would be a completely different place.
I mean, yeah.
You get me? A lot of the stuff probably wouldn't be the norm and this and that. I'm telling you. Because why people would be understanding your family relationships. So instead of valuing materialistic things, people value like relationships amongst each other. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when we get together and now, cool, like I show you, let's say there's an event. So an event now, people get together, they just get together and probably all just contribute towards it. Whereas now, in our society, if an event's happening, you got to pay and this someone's it's to make profit. You get what I'm saying? Like the whole concept of what drives us to come together now, there's no everyone wouldn't be so focused on it. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, it would be more family centric. Yeah, I know my neighbors and we all grew up and now people can't you don't have that experience. Why? Because you have to get up and go to work and spend most of your time at work, so you're not even around the people that you live. That's why, for example, like I say, especially in London, like how many of us live in places, but we might have but how many of our neighbours have moved? But then, like I say, for example, when I go up to about Rocky in Manchester, he knows everyone on the whole street, bro, because why? They've all been living there for do you get what I'm saying? So even though they might have had to go to work, there's still that chance. But over here, I said there's no hustle and bustle. But that's how they want it. That's why, like I say, they push this whole agenda of take what we want, obviously, like you see when they say the advert, have you got 5,000 for a holiday? Have you got they tell you, but they wouldn't give you the 5,000 to start a business just like that, bro.
Do you understand where I'm digging?
Yeah, that's what
you want to make 20k in 4 days. All that crap,
if you want to blow it on a holiday, they'll clear it. Yeah, but you try to tell them, we need you to prove this, that. But before you was willing to give it to me for him to go on the holiday without that proof.
There's a small print in it that they won't tell you.
No, because you see what my thing is to encourage the whole purpose is to encourage people to consume. So things that let's say to get like finances and certain stuff, way much easier, because why it encourages the consume, because what they want you to do is to consume it. That's why they're like, but things that they know, you can take this and this can make you one of the producers. No. We need to make sure that's not easily accessible. Because then what happens now when all the consumers start realizing, let's all be producers. You get me? There's no one left to consume. So we need to make that avenue of being a producer as difficult as possible and do things to deter people away from actually even understanding it. Because we'll show you one of the things is like we've said, like with the curriculum. I said, why do you think they took out? Because I said, think about it. Back in the day, they used to say, they used to teach like electrician, all these trades and that. But I said to myself, why did they actually take that? I said, because you're self-employed. So you learn, what you learn with being a tradesman and that. You learn certain skills, taxes and stuff like that. They don't need the majority of people leaving here knowing that. They want you to go out there clueless, get yourself out into debt and that's because they profit off you, bro. They mind their own shares or whatever in the loan company that's probably giving you the loan and all these types of things, bro. Like that's why it's not. That's like I say, why they want you because when you're absent-minded from being able to see that you're consuming is not always the best option. Like that's what I say. You have to learn how to be content. Like my personal opinion, because I've been like I said, I've been in people yeah, and you're getting this, getting that, but then I'm saying like cool, yeah, you're getting that, but then it makes you want more. That's all it does. You just want more, bro. Like, come at the time where I had money and I'm buying whatever, all the things, but I'm thinking, bro. At one point, I took steps, but I just want more. I can anything I'm seeing that I desire now. I'm wanting it because I've got the money to buy it. You get it? Like this is my point. Like, and so it's like now, like it changes your whole preset. Whereas before, I'd see things for whether I valued it. It's a whole different perspective when you look how you look at it. That's why you see, for example, people work hard for their money when they buy something. They value it because they bought it out of with a real sense of value to it. Whereas when you have money, you can buy. Like I say, but you got some of these rich Arab princes that'll go and see one item. I forgot his name. Someone told me there was one of these princes. He'll see. Let's say you see this table with I like this table. Buy 10,000 of them. And then he'll just have it stored, 10,000 of them, just stored in a warehouse somewhere.
Wait, you'll buy it and just store it in the warehouse?
Yeah, bro. Like,
ridiculous. But, hey, man.
That's a fine example of why I say, but he's obviously, I'm talking about he's a print, rich. You get it? Like, man will come and say, I want 1,000 Mercedes C-classes. He's not driving none of them. This is my point, he just buying it. Why? Because man can just buy it. Like, on my bank account, man see a limited zero, so it's like...
Man said.
What a life, man. People still not happy. It's crazy.
You get me? Still, because he's not content.
So, because you mentioned before about the Biblica, the Bible.
Yeah.
And so let's look at it from that approach. Now, we obviously know that we know what the Bible says about, it being not so easy to enter the kingdom for certain people. Not impossible, but not so easy. You know what I'm saying? So, in the same preaching I was listening to today, there was an example given where somebody's like praying for money. Like they want God to give them money, they want God to bless them, they want God to give them money. But that's like their sole interaction with God. The only time they really reach out to God is God give me, God give me, God give me, right? So in life, we have different kind of scenarios where I used to hear this, where it was said that you have 3 answers to your prayer, right? You have yes, you have no, and you have wait. But if you rush God on a blessing, God will just give it to you and it's not even time, right? And then the preacher ended it by saying, when you pray for something like that, like money or material things, what the hell did he say? I'm sorry. He said it's so cold, man. He said, nah. Oh, it's so cold, man. I ain't even gonna push it.
Isn't that a blessing before it's time? A curse.
Yeah, it is. Because it will seem like this is everything I ever wanted, but then when you realize like this has left me in a worse off place. So I guess why I'm bringing this up is to relate to, I see that as the same as like crime for money, right? Because let's say that God was gonna bless you, right? And you were just really impatient. It was like, God, I need this now. Like, I can't even see how you're gonna do this. Like, I need it now. And then you just go and do something, and you're like, boom, I'm just gonna go and pattern something and get my own peas. It's like we're putting our own knowledge before we're saying I'm a greater force than God, right? And then we do that thing, we get that money in the way that we weren't supposed to get it at the time that we weren't supposed to get it. And whether through that money or through the action of going to get that money, something happens. You know what I'm saying? Or we just fall off of God's plan, or we miss the blessing that God actually was going to give us because we were in such a hustle and bustle. Now, for somebody that comes to you and says, "Oh, but I live in a realistic world, though things happen in real time," like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, if there's no food in my kitchen and my kids crying, what am I supposed to do? Now, what's your reply to that person? Are you gonna be telling them, "Yo, but you know what I'm saying, this is not permissible by God, we can't do that"? Or are you gonna be like, "Yo, you gotta do what you gotta do, man"? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I'm definitely not gonna say you gotta do what you gotta do.
Brother, you gotta feed your kids, bro. Get up and go grind,
This is
man.
why I wanted to
go
ask
get a job.
this question.
Nah, bro, but
As P said a couple episodes, learn the trade. Do something.
But we're talking about, you know, there's certain situations. I hear that 100%. Go.
It's different if you're
Explore your
look,
options.
Look, you see, 'cause if you ain't got nothing, man, this is where I say we got to draw the line here, because there's a fundamental difference. Is I'm trying and I'm actively putting in my own graft to what's the word, pursue, like money that or to better to be able to look after my feed your kids as you said, If you ain't got nothing at all, like you're just what are you doing? Because my thing is, if you're not actually actively doing it, then you can't just go to God and say, "Oh yeah, God give me." You're lazy. So how like why is God gonna be like that's being lazy is a sin, bro? Like, do you get me?
But let's say I hear you,
that's
but
what I'm saying.
just
All
talking
about
about a situation where this is not even a lazy thing.
Right.
Because there's some situations, right, whether we want to go to where, was it, God forgive me if this is wrong, but I don't know if it was Paul, and he was in some place, and then he went to the woman wanted to bless him or something, and then he said to the woman, like, "What have you got in the house to eat or something?" And she was like, "I've only got a bit of flour and oil or something to make bread for me and my son. But that's our last meal before we wait to die, basically." And he was like, "Go and prepare the thing." And she's thinking, "Yo, we're about to quang," but she's just believing in God. She's like, "Boy, innit, like, if we gotta die serving God, we gotta die serving God." And then she goes and does it, but then she goes in and there's mad flour and mad oil in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't want to say that's an old school story, but bringing it to these times now, I've had times in my life where, like, God has worked the impossible.
Yeah, fact.
Like, not to say that there wasn't things that we should be doing, but there's certain situations where there's literally nothing you can do, or you've exhausted every option, and it's like, God, I'm not going to lean on my understanding, I'm going to lean on yours. But the thing with the world that we live in is hunger can change your mind. Hunger can really make you think, yo, but maybe God is telling me I need to go do this thing, because that's the opportunity he's laying out for me. Hunger's peak, you know.
I hear it, but that's not God's way still.
All right. So
that's someone else's voice. I can't lie to you still.
Yeah, we're allowed to say that guy's name on YouTube.
I don't think God's gonna turn anyone to trap.
Well, definitely not trap.
Oh.
Definitely not trap, man.
What do you mean?
God is almighty. God can find many ways for you to get money. He's not gonna tell you to sell bricks for El Chapo site.
Man said bricks.
He's not gonna tell you to go and do illegal things or do fraud.
Bro,
then God is big. That's a big contradiction.
No, but alright, cool. Yeah, you see the actual of like trapping. Yeah. There's actually nothing like alright, cool. With the level, let's not say alright, cool. With certain, let's say with like Crow in it loud, because loud is loud, isn't it? Like, loud is normal in the world now, isn't it? Like, you get me, so you can say loud. Yeah.
Some parts of the world.
Look, bro, okay, obviously not where we're at, but the majority of the world would sense, it's this normal loud.
We are talking about not some nice stuff.
So look at loud. Alright, cool. Why is it? You said obviously he wouldn't tell you to trap, but my point is that cool. That's only because it's illegal. But if it was legal, it'd be okay to trap, though, wouldn't it?
Exactly, that's the main point. It's legal.
But why, bro?
If it's illegal, then you can't do it.
Remember, illegality, it has nothing to do with God, bro. Don't ever get that. Don't ever.
What are you saying, man?
Listen, not everything that's illegal, has ties in. So don't say
Listen.
here because it's illegal, just because it's
Listen,
illegal,
that's
bro.
listen,
Do you get me? Like, because what you're basically saying is
Jesus
anything that the government deems as illegal. So when they come and tell you something that God has told you is not right, which they've done, yeah, you trying to say it's wrong, bro.
It's wrong.
Exactly, because certain things.
Jesus said, give to Caesar's what Caesar's, give to God's what's God. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Ayo.
God never said.
That was mad.
God never said go to the trap. God never said get it
Exactly.
cracking. That's all I'm saying.
No, the whole
That's what I'm saying.
the whole concept of the trap here is something we've made, bro. Like,
oh my days, don't try and be technical, man. Don't
I'm
try.
just stating the facts.
Okay, so can God bless a good drug
Because,
dealer?
cool. Before, let me just show you something. Cool. So,
Go on.
and let me give you an example.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Cool. Imagine they came and said, yeah. And what was it? What was that thing? That they bought for Jesus on his birthday, man. What was it?
Frankincense.
Frankincense.
Cool. So now say frankincense. Imagine the one at the time they deemed it as frankincense is illegal. What are you gonna try and tell me like what? Look, what?
If the government says it's illegal,
we can't use
they're not going to give that to
example.
Jesus.
Yeah,
If the government deems it, well, not deems it, says it's illegal, this is the law is illegal, you're not going to give Jesus illegal
God
whatever.
would not have permitted that at all. I have to say.
That's illegal, but bro, who did it? God, imagine wait, let me go with that. Who put the frankincense on earth? Who made it? God. You get me? So who is it?
Well, you know,
who is a human to come and deem something I made and tell me it's illegal? Like, bro, you get this is what you don't understand.
But you know the Bible says to follow the law, right?
The whole concept of illegality.
But you know in the Bible it says to follow the law. Regardless,
Law of the land.
The law of the land.
As long as it's not contradicting the word of God, the Bible says
that is
obey the law.
Fair enough.
So the law says if something's illegal, you know you can't do it.
But like I said, remember I did state this in the fact. Remember, only in most places now, this is not.
Yeah,
yes.
You get me?
Yes.
You have like a what these rappers do like weed cookies and that. In most states is legal, so
exactly my point.
That's fine. If you can't do that here or in them states where it's illegal, God's not gonna bless you. God's not gonna bless someone doing illegal work. I've never seen God bless a drug dealer in my life. Never. Even though allegedly they pray to God, I don't know.
And for everyone that's saying that, but the God has clearly blessed them, that's not God that's blessed them. Remember, the devil can give you riches.
Exactly.
Too. You know what I'm saying? He can't create, but he can make you rich if you bend over for him.
God, that's mad. That was a mad one. That was a crazy one, fam. That was insane.
Yeah, but people are literally doing that still. No, did he?
No bending, fam. No bend.
Certain man are doing that though.
No, bro.
Certain man are doing what they need to do, innit? I don't. But
that's mad, do that. They don't need to do that, fam. They don't.
But in their head, they think this is my only way.
But no, man. To stay on the trapping thing, or not even just the trapping thing, just any activity that goes against the word. Like, man used to even justify, I used to think of a justification for people that did that kind of stuff in my head. And I was like, oh, shit, like exactly what P said, like, weed was made illegally. Like, it was kind of illegal the way they made it illegal. Tobacco, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even alcohol. Remember, alcohol was
alcohol as well.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I said. The whole concept of you saying, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't say that.
But the only reason it may not stand before God, and even my sister says this to me, because she knows I've been trying to use that excuse. My sister shuts me down.
No, but I heard that with like hard food though. Because hard food's immoral.
Well, like cracking.
Yeah, but forget hard food. That's
what I'm saying.
Hard food.
Obviously, that's what I'm saying.
On the weed thing, the only reason it wouldn't work here is because of what I even said. There's nowhere, like, yes, it's true that they could even ban Bibles. Even in, like, I've heard in California, certain places, they're banning Bibles or they're banning certain Bibles or whatever. Like, so obviously, them kind of laws are clearly God is not gonna say don't read the Bible because it's against the law. But we're told about the laws that are gonna come into place that are gonna, that are gonna try and marginalize Christians. You know what I'm saying? So basically anything like don't worship God. Anything that the law tells you to do that doesn't affect your worship with God, even if you don't feel like that law is right or even if that law is wrong, it's kind of, even like with the alcohol thing, it's like, yeah, we're breaking the law by drinking alcohol, and it's like, now we're before God. God's like, oh, what happened with the alcohol thing? It's like, yeah, but they made it illegal, but, and then God was like, yeah, but I told you to follow the law of the land. He was like, no, man, like, but alcohol is supposed to be legal. It's like, what does alcohol have to do with your salvation? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if it don't affect your salvation, then
I'll give you an
This
example.
guy wants to be so technical.
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
What does
He
alcohol have
wants
to
to be
do with
so
salvation?
Like, what do you mean, fam? Say that's how I was paying my church offerings to.
God's not going to accept it.
Start putting
That's
fuel
mad.
in my car to get to church on the Sunday morning.
Nah, do you know what that's like?
It's a good offering. They're
Nah,
probably using it to
you
buy
know what that's
speakers
like?
and chairs, but God's not accepting that.
Do you know what it's like as well? You know in the Bible, yeah. You know when the Jews have to do the actual physical offerings, like with the thing.
Yeah.
You know there was good offerings and bad offerings.
Yeah.
That's like bringing God a bad offering.
Bad offering.
Yeah, like it could either be like a sick animal or like your worst animal. Or like,
it'll be a cool offering.
You know if you have a
as
God
long
against
as
someone,
it
you
says-
can't
as long
give-
as
you can't give
the
your
law of
offering.
the land says it's legal, basically.
as long as you're not breaking. Look, bro, it's like with that marijuana, fam.
Bro,
yeah.
well, you know why? It's because obviously, weed was in the Garden of Eden, didn't it?
Yes, this is clearly, it has to have been because we didn't invent
Can we
it.
prove that though?
Come
What do you
on,
mean?
fam.
Can we
It's
prove?
a natural
Where
plant.
I'm not
is
saying.
it?
I'm not
Can't
saying.
be.
This is the thing, yeah.
It's
I'm
a-
not saying
it's
it's
a natural
not,
plant.
but
Still.
can it be proven weed was actually in the Garden of
Can it be
Eden?
proven that sweet corn was in the Garden of Eden?
I don't know. That's why I can't say.
What are
for
you
sure.
talking about,
I can't
bro?
say for sure.
That one is
sweet
a
corn is
silly
them.
argument. Only because
know,
everything was in the Garden of Eden before it was everywhere else. Every animal, everything, because that's where it was created.
That's what
I hear it.
comes from.
So even the real version of that plant over there, whatever it's called, that shit was in the Garden of Eden too. You know what I'm saying? But yes, what was he saying?
Do we know if it's there?
Nah, man.
I think-
Before even that, man. But yeah, it was in the Garden of Eden. You know what
That's
I'm
my
saying?
point. So it's like,
But at the same time, it's like so was hops and barley and potatoes. Well, I don't know about potatoes; they seem real man-made. But everything that makes alcohol now, like palm trees that give you palm wine and whatever. I don't know what makes rum. I don't know how you make rum. I don't even know what the origin of rum making is. But whatever makes that as well, like them things was all in the Garden of Eden, and fermented drinks, which is spoken of in the Bible, wine and all that. Grapes was in the Garden of Eden. So we had the resources to make alcohol. You know what I mean? But is drinking alcohol or smoking weed, or not even smoking weed, handling weed in a certain way, worth breaking the law of the land when it doesn't affect your salvation? Smoking weed or handling weed or drinking alcohol. I mean, now, thank God, we got legal prescription holder, you know what I'm saying? So I can smoke weed legally
I need to
everywhere.
I feel like the Bible says to do
I need
things
to
in
prescribe.
moderation.
You need
innit?
that prescription from them.
I'll send you.
You gotta share that.
I've been talking about this for time, fam. I've been talking about this for 2 years. I lie. Even on my Insta, bro. When I got my prescription, I did a post with my prescription in my hands. I was like, yo.
I thought it has. If the Bible says do things in moderation, it's not moderation. Where is it? What's that word called again? What's that? Greed.
So basically,
Not sloth. What's that word for greed in the Bible? If it's not done in moderation, then yeah, you're basically sinning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Everything.
You can drink, but you just can't get drunk.
Yeah. So that's a perfect example of moderation. Like, God permits us to drink. He said, "Drink and be merry." And to me, I equate that as drink and get up to tipsy. You can get up to tipsy, but then when you start going to drunk land and like, oh, I don't remember what happened, and oh, I'm paralytic, and I'm throwing up. Yeah, that's where, you get the Superman feeling. Okay, you've gone too far now. You drank too much. You need to slow down and just keep on the mellow.
But people justify it though.
No, but hey, getting drunk, I don't know how you could justify that shit. I mean, it's clear.
Justify that.
That's just straight wrong. You have to admit you're wrong.
They said Jesus turned water into alcohol.
Yeah, but that man wasn't getting wasted, like, you know what I'm saying?
They had
Them was
discipline, fam.
sipping, like, they drank a lot of wine, though. Sheesh, bad drugs, fam. I mean, drugs was drank at that wedding, fam.
Get me? And trust me, no, Jesus' thing was probably different from man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man just probably just wash water over his face and he jump in the sun.
Safe, bro.
Yo, no miracles don't even be performing, bro. So like, bro, I was like performing miracles when you think about it, man.
You wash your face with water.
I said, people drunk in this, fam. Man just wakes up seeing everyone wasted. It just like, it just keeps it moving, bro.
But yeah, so like with all of that, like it's a compromise, man. Like this making money thing, because like even, I mean, all of us have been, well, I mean, a lot of people have been there, innit? Like, do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say that, you know, certain decisions haven't had to be made before, but I'm definitely more in a place now where it's like the compromise is not worth it, because God forbid someone dies in a situation like that. Like, God forbid, like even for 2 seconds that you even stepped into that, I just need to get this money quickly thing, and then something. Do you know how many people have died on robberies?
Yeah, facts. That's exactly what I was thinking
mad
about.
things, like,
Gone to
I've
jail.
heard so
yeah,
many.
like,
I've
you're
known.
just thinking, damn, like, yeah, like, you're just thinking that, bro, there's no, what, I mean, maybe on your last minute, you had an opportunity, like, God, I don't even know what I was thinking, and you had that chance, but if it's a thing where you walk in the door and someone, you just get the blam, like, and you're gone, there's no chance for you. All that 2 bags that you wanted, you know what I'm saying, your life is gone now, plus you got to spend eternity in a place where you can't pay any amount of money to get out of there. Like, that's F, bro. That thought bugs me out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, my advice to someone would be, listen, man, just pray, man. Because God is a different kind of God. And maybe you just needed to go through the situation to toughen your skin up a little bit. Because there might be a next mad thing coming down the road. This is just the preparation.
I said, you don't know when your blessings are coming, so you just got to persevere. And that's what life is about. Life is about perseverance. That's another thing that is going to tie into you having true happiness, understanding that you've got to be able to persevere. Because if you can't persevere, you're never going to be happy, bro, because you can't make it through hardship. You get me? No one said being happy is easy. That's another thing as well. Like, being happy is not easy. You get me? Because you have to have a certain set of morals tied in with your happiness, to make sure you stay to maintain your happiness. That's the best way. Because if you ain't got a certain set of morals here, it's easy for your happiness to be disrupted, even if you know how to be happy within. You get me? Because like I said, you got to be resilient. You get me? True happiness here is when, like I said, it's like when it's like your mind is hard and solid.
Yeah, pause. So I didn't clock.
I knocked it, bro.
I just heard what happened. I was like, wait, I have to rewind. What happened?
Cut that out, but yeah, you get me. When your mind is like a diamond, basically, yeah, and then being able to then not just keep everything that you've endured in, you have to be able to express it as well. Because like I said, you won't be able to have true happiness if you can't express yourself. But people think, oh yeah, being hard and
we know what you're trying to say.
Like people think that just being tough, is what makes you like, I'm gonna stand out. I'm gonna be able to get through everything. No, you have to be able to express things, actually understand how you feel. You get me? Because once you understand how you feel, you can then make yourself happy. Because like I said, happiness is a feeling, bro. You see what I'm saying? And what it is happiness. People don't actually take the time to sit down and work out how they feel. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, like I say, before I feel a way about something, I always analyze it. Like, you get me? Before I react, and that's why I even made a post over there about not react. I don't react or respond to things emotionally. Like, you get me? The only time I might do is if I deem it as a bit disrespectful. You get it? Like, that's probably the only time. But more time I'm gonna actually take in what you're saying, assess how I feel about it, assess the point you're making. Yeah. And then once I've made that whole assessment, it's then how I'm gonna handle respond to the situation. Whereas certain people, like I say, they don't that's a very detailed way of thinking, because not most people, they'll just hear what you say and then they just respond. Like, they're not taking into how it actually makes them feel. And that's what I say. It's like, so I think it's like I always say, think deeply into what you want, because it's like, you see, when you say what you say, it brings a reaction. Do you get me? So it's just like, if that makes you unhappy, but then you don't actually communicate or say that you're unhappy, the person might just carry on doing what they're doing. You get me? And then what does that continuously make you feel unhappy? Because you're not actually taking in and thinking, this is making me unhappy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, just as an example.
No, that's a good example because in a defensive society, man are too sensitive. Everything, criticism of somebody accountable was an attack to people.
But you see what it is with criticism. You're right. It is due to people being soft now. Because my thing is, I personally think this whole generation we live with, they're soft, bro. Soft.
Too soft, man.
Soft like Pampers, bro. Soft, bro. Like, and my point is, I said, why have they? And like I said, it's just true with what the things that I've seen, like with their whole agenda. I said, why have they just made everyone so soft? Because I said that life is about hardship. So how can you make people soft, bro? You should be teaching people how to be resilient. That's the whole point. You should be teaching people how to be strong, how to persevere. Things what I say, but society is teaching the complete opposite. They're teaching people how to be as soft as possible, soft like a feather. Do you know how a feather just floats because it's so soft and light? Like,
I'm trying to think when this started, man. I don't know, man.
Bro, it's something that started from, bro, probably before we was even born, bro. Like I say, remember these plans in play and this and that. They come, like I said, this is orchestrated by the upper echelon of the world. You get me? So these are the people who have the information and have intel and stuff that we don't know. Do you get me? Like, they know the things that that common people will never know.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Because why they inherited it through their family line and being, you get it? Like, so because there's people might think, oh nah, bro. If you're any more with common sense, you'll know that there's a bag of information that these lot don't make it known because, like, people can't know this. And like I say, the best example is to look at people like Dr. Sebi and like that guy who I see who use water to basically power a car. You get me? And all of these things.
That might go missing.
And they just go missing. So I said, Ross, why am I going missing? I said, yeah, because you man know that this is, but it's like I said, if these types of certain things, that's why certain inventions, people think, oh yeah, I made an invention. And yeah, that invention, what it enables people to do, yeah, we can't let this go out there because this is gonna collapse certain industries and certain businesses, and this is, you get what I'm saying? And this is why I said it's a regulated system that's in play. We're not gonna allow someone to create something like I said, the best example is like with Tory Lanez and what he done with the NFTs, cutting out all of everyone but making all the dough.
Yeah.
And then being able to make other people make dough without them getting a penny. Yeah. And look what happened to him. Because like I said, they said, oh no, we're not letting the things, you see where there's powerful industries, we're not letting that something come along that will just crash that whole industry and what everyone else loses their money. Do you get me?
Same with MJ, he bought Marvel, Sony, we clear our man's dead.
Exactly, no, but that's my point. Like, that's my whole point. They're saying, yo, if you're not basically a part of their
agenda,
their group, you're not a part of their group, you have to be a part of another group that is in comparison, like that compares to them in terms of power and that's how like I said, it's a whole thing that they balance each other out. You get me? Because we don't know who controls what industries and this and that, and that's why it's what certain
higher
things,
powers, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but there's certain things they say like, this is the way it's got to run because this person in this, like, that's why certain people can come on, let's say on the news and say certain things but then you think, well, how did they get away with that? Because they're being allowed to.
Damn right.
Because we need this. Do you get me? But
Damn
who they come and say the things we don't need to, they're quickly removed.
Removed, cancelled, money gone.
You get me? So you have to think about it when it comes to information now. If they're actually doing that out there in live time, as we've seen, we've had more than enough examples now to see it. You have to think about the information that they keep from people.
Yeah, but people are shit, man. They see one headline, one article, or whatever.
No, but this is my thing. It's because like I said,
and they run with it.
Look. I've sit down here. There's certain things I've analysed it because I analyse everything here. I sit down and like all the information I've taken over the years across all subjects because I was a person where I used to dive into economics, politics, everything. I'll just do anything I wanted to know. I'll just research it and get it. Everything I worked out, worked out. It all interlinks. Like no matter what angle you come at it from, yeah, it all interlinks, bro. Politics, the economics, business, like everything interlinks, and the one root cause is always profit. Someone wants to profit somewhere. If there's no profit, look, if there's no profit, if like anything that exists, if there's no profit to it, it wouldn't be here. Yeah, and the only reason why things that are here is because they're profitable.
100%.
Like, that's why my thing is that cool. Why do you think that cool? Why don't we use CD players, man?
I was thinking about it.
But you can still use the CD player though. You can still use it. This is my point. You can still use it, but they don't sell them no more. Why?
It's not convenient.
Because it's not profitable no more.
To our margins.
Exactly.
Because there's people out there who probably still use it. Yeah. But that is irrelevant because we don't care about the fact that people could use it. It's all about profit, bro.
What you can make money from.
Nothing exists, bro, out here, and if it's not profitable. That's my whole point. Like that's why when you learn that, you realize that cool. The whole down to the whole political system, it's all to do. Like I'm like, cool. Even look what they come. Like what was it? Pierce must have interviewed. What's his name? Tate on this one recent.
Yeah, I saw that. When I was was it the one that was arguing?
Yeah. No, but Tate said a 2 point. He said, this country, he said, and like I said, the best way to look at this whole example is that the politicians for generations, and this is why I say it's happened before we was about, bro, for generations have been a political class who basically they're part of their whole agenda. You get me of the people that I'm talking about.
100%.
They have been running the country in the best interest, like I said, for them to make the most profit and consume, because that. I can vouch for one of my friends. He lives in Qatar. Yeah, he grew up went college with me. He lives in Qatar with his wife now. And he come back over there. And he said he's telling me about it. He said, so obviously we're chatting and he's telling me about the experience. He's telling me that Pete is so different. He's like everything is just relaxed. He's like, bro. He's like you could leave your leave your keys in your car running. Just go away for like an hour and come back. No, it's gonna be this. She's like you can leave your phone on the table. Yeah, go away for 2 hours and come back. It's not going nowhere. So now explain to me, how you get a society where no one doesn't even think to steal. Do you get what I'm saying? But over here in one of the most developed places in the world, yeah, people are stealing, bro. You see it already online, yeah, bro. What they do with the mopeds, man, are stealing left, right, center, and this and that. And I said to myself, you look at it and you say, cool. Why is that? Oh, because the environment is harsh. The environment is that cool. Everyone needs money. But then we don't make anything that makes money easy. We make it harder. And then we make everything expensive. So now my point is that cool. The policies that they push and stuff, when you actually look at it, the people who it be benefiting is the people in the upper echelon, not the normal people. But they disguise it like it's benefiting you. And this is what people don't understand. This is the whole point of what I say. People don't understand, fam. This whole thing is it's their play, fam. They're the ones conducting it, and that's why, like I say, when people come about and will point that out about them. Like I say, they're quick to discredit them and quick to just say, oh no, because like I say, if you're influential enough. You're going to wake too many people up, and that's what they don't want. Because remember, the mass do not think like that, and that's what I said. Because you've been conditioned from you come out of the womb to when you went to nursery they condition you, yeah. To like I said, because no one act cool. One thing I learned in media, and that's what I said, biased news, yeah. So you learn about the tabloids, and then you learn about the other. I forgot what the other newspapers. And then like in the tabloids, yeah, they'll run with say there's a Asian attack or something, yeah, Muslim man, yeah, my man might not even actually been Asian, it could have been Trini, but it just looked Asian, and they haven't actually but they've ran with that whole But you get me, like that.
So
That,
dangerous.
like, but you see what it is? Misinformation. Because what my thing about it is in this country, and this is what the problem is here, is there's no repercussions for misinformation.
No, at all.
So you're allowed to actually promote propaganda and nonsense here, which will mislead people. Like even for example, what's going on with up in Southport, wherever it's called, with that whole thing.
Hey,
See,
man, we used to talk about this.
Even that year, even now the facts here that have coming out here, no one in the world is gonna ever make me believe that they didn't intentionally do this. Yeah, with the facts that were coming out, yeah, you'll find out basically what's caused this whole tension between the people of the unintellectual people of England. But the most people who will conform to that group, they haven't got a certain level of intellect.
It's true, you know.
No, bro, it's a fact. Because, like I said, if you have a certain level of thinking, you'll be able to work out the people who what you're doing is just absolute nonsense. Because the people who actually are causing it are the people sitting in government.
The higher powers, but
you get what I'm saying? You're there trying to go attack.
They got half a brain, so they're not gonna clock that.
People got half a brain, so.
No, but that is exactly the point. And that's what I said. But the reason what I'm talking about is cool. How they put out the whole message of this happening, of the incident happening, yeah. They've done it. The media has done it in a way which caused this. What's the word?
So, question: don't you think Andrew Tate added to that? Because Piers Morgan had a point.
No, he did. But that's because you see what it is. He went off based off of what the media pushed out, and that's my point. That's why he's and because he's a thing where it's cool. He's got a point where it's he's making the right a solid point. I understand what he's saying. Yo, bro, bare people are coming over here illegally. Yeah, because I said for safety reasons. Yeah, you're right. You can't just be letting bare people come over here. You see what I'm
100%.
saying? I don't disagree with that. You see what I'm saying? But what my point is, is obviously how they spun it. Oh yeah, my man was.
They came in.
He was illegal. And then it's basically you try to make it seem everything that they've used, which is incited the whole rage, was not actually the truth behind it. So it's if you had delivered that message differently, there wouldn't be so much of an uproar. Because remember, the way you deliver a message can cause different reactions. You see what I'm saying? And this is what I'm talking about. Intentionally delivering that message in that way to cause a specific reaction, because these people who do this have been doing these things for probably since this whole system come into play. So you think they don't know how to just manipulate the masses using the media quickly, this has happened we're using this story to take everyone's attention off this, let's do whatever we're doing now, and that's actually properly going on, that actually means something. Let's do this now while everyone's all focused on the uproar and this and that.
100.
Oh, it's true.
Come on, cool. This is the current what they're talking about. Cool. Remember, like I say, let's take it back a year or two. Up to COVID. Now we don't even hear. You don't even hear a word about that. But now, like I said, it's just now this, but the thing is, there always needs to be something there to scare. What's it called? Scaremongering. You get me? To have people on fear of this is what's happening, because like I said, that now becomes your topic of conversation. Have you seen what's been going on on the news? This that, and like I said, and then it then spreads through word of mouth, because that's what everyone's seeing. That's what you get. What I'm saying, and that's what they're pushing to. So now that's what everyone was on everyone's mind. And like I said, it's easy to make people feel a certain way and have a certain reaction, based off of how they put that message. Because you get me. If you put the message in a certain way, people might not be as alarmed or however they feel. Whereas then if you put it in a certain way, you might, like I said, like they did, you've done it in a way which has reared up everyone. So now, like I said, every person with one brain cell now, they've only read the first sentence out of the paragraph. They haven't read the whole paragraph. They just managed to get to one sentence, and that's just the sentence of where they heard immigrant.
Because they can't comprehend.
Yeah, like, no, that's my point. They just heard, they're saying what? Little girl getting killed, an immigrant. Yeah, cool, say that. No, but that's what I'm saying. That's how their mind operates. Because through years of conditions, they've been saying that, immigrants do this, immigrants that, immigrants this, immigrants that, immigrants this, immigrants that. Like, you don't understand. Remember, they've made mention about immigrants. How long? From when I was when I was in primary school, I remember seeing stuff in the news.
But everything in the UK is migrated to. So
no.
what do you have against?
No, but
I don't get it.
No, but
the food is imported. Everything is imported. So
no, but like I said, that is not the point, because like I said, you are thinking like a person with an actual brain. This is my point. I'm talking about brainless people here, bro, and the majority are brainless people. This is what you're not understanding. Like, the majority of people are brainless people because they've not been taught. Because, like I said, when you're educated in our education system, you're not actually taught yet to be. Unless you see what it is. Unless you go and pursue, like I said, let's say you pursue further education, where to be able to do further education, you have to develop certain skills like critical thinking, analyzing, deduction, all these types of different things. You get me? So it requires you to look at things from a different perspective. Yeah. Majority of people haven't done that. So it's like when people who haven't even managed to get GCSEs are seeing one thing, and like I said, the newspapers like The Sun and that, when they're slapping out this and all on every page, it's that terrorists, this, that. Or they're thinking, right, in their mind, this is what they see, what's going on. So they're thinking, this is a problem. So this just sits on their mind, and then now they congregate together and build hatred. Like, man, you see what they've been saying in the Sun paper about these immigrants, and this is how this is how you get this way of thinking. Like, and then because it's not based on no facts.
All distractions.
No, but that's my point. Like, because what it is they're using as Andrew Tate said, he said they're using the poor people, because remember, these people as well tend to be the poorest people as well. That's what you need to understand. Yeah. So they use the poor people now to cause an uprising amongst and conflict amongst other poor people now, because the same poor people, the same immigrants who they're complaining about, they're in the same position as you. They're immigrants. They're probably worse off. You get what my point is? But they've somehow managed to brainwash you into believing that this immigrant is more entitled than you, so you should go after them, and then they're fighting you back to defend themselves. And what is that? It's like a little civil war amongst the poor people.
Ooh, civil war.
Boy.
I've been hearing that word in the news a lot lately. Civil war.
Like, that's what my point is, and that's what they do. Like, pin different race groups. There's very different ways of how they do it, where they just you lot focus on this, that. If it's not using LGBT and then people to attack to get to incite something, they're using like I said, they'll use immigrants.
The rabbit hole. Pause.
They'll use but it's facts though. They'll use any of these types of things, like I said, whether it's not war, like I said, that was what it was before. Prior to this, now it was for war, Ukraine and what's going on. Bro, they use all these things that they use them to keep people's minds that and like I said, scaremongering, because war, we need to in our southern let. Obviously, remember, bro, how man got my electrical installation thing? I was enrolled as a Ukrainian student, bro.
It's crazy.
You get me? Because remember there was accepted students. I said, I was like, look at this from like. I said, like, it just made no sense to me, because I was like, bro, but why? Like, there's people, and this is my point. There's people out there from the country or whatever who would want to do this, but you wouldn't, if they weren't doing if not the collie weren't doing no little backdoor thing and just enrolling me via that route, you'd have to pay for this. Do you get what I'm saying? But you're just giving this free to someone who just come to the country, fam. You see what I'm saying? And then these are the things you look at it and you're like, bro, like, why have you put that in place for? Like, and my point is because they know that there's gonna be some people out there who are gonna take up with it and feel offended about it. Yeah, because at the end of the day, it means nothing. For them to give the grant, because I said they're the government, they're giving grants. Who owns the money, bro? When you don't think about it, who owns the bloody print? They print the money, bro, like. Like who do they owe, fam? Like who makes the money? They don't owe no one. They just make it seem like, yeah, we owe this institution because they can't just have them like everyone thinking, oh yeah, this money just comes from us. Like I said, they regulate it when they want to print it. That's all it is. Like,
wow.
That's all it is. Like, because when you see like even like when they used to come, oh yeah, we're in the deficit. Even the conservatives, bro, no one understands it. I even give people free game. You know, from the conservatives coming to power, have you not seen that let's say NHS, the Royal Mail, and all these things? Have you not seen how like the services and all these types of stuff? There's no how they deteriorated. Yeah. Even like with teaching and all this, and that, like how it's deteriorating. Because they decided, oh yeah, we're gonna just cut all of these services because
cut the youth clubs, all of that.
No, cut everything that doesn't not relevant to us. But cool. These people in the conservatives, all of them have millionaires, so cool. They all live a different type of style. They don't live normal day-to-day life like the normal people. See what I'm saying? And this is what it ties into what you were saying. I'm talking about the political class here, or what was of the people who are running our country. Yeah,
no sense.
Like they're not thinking about the people, bro.
Thank
like,
God for Labour, eh? Woo,
Labour.
They're never for the people. It's all crap, man.
No, but why do you think? I even say this. I said, you see, one of the smartest things here. Yeah. What I actually agree with here from one of these Islamic countries. Yeah, is the interest is that you're not allowed to add interest. Yeah. And I said that's one thing that I said.
That's only because they're Muslim, fam.
No, but my point is here. Why I agree with, because I said, you see, one thing I realized, I said, see, when they take away the being able to add interest, a lot, like, bro, I thought about, I said, fam, over here in this country, if they took, bro, what would they, where would all their money come from?
What would happen if you went to a Muslim country and you became like a resident and you weren't a Muslim, you would get interest?
No, obviously you would, because you're not a resident.
No, it's because you're not a Muslim. That's something that's in the Quran or it's in the Hadith or something that's written in. Like, they're not allowed to charge each other like interest on shit. But it's only strictly for people that believe in Islam.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not for everybody else who is
man, I'm sure that, brother. I'm sure.
Nah.
I'm sure.
Why do you think, bro? The only reason it seems so that way is because in most Muslim countries there aren't really very many high populations of everyone else.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's why I think that you see.
But in Christian countries and other countries, there's Muslims, so. You know what I'm saying? We don't even go by
that. You just assume that it's like the similar, like it's not the same.
That's like us living here and saying I'm a Christian, so alright, cool, you don't get no interest on nothing. I'll be like, oh, love. But then a Muslim comes here and they get interest. But it's not the same. And even when they start their businesses here, they still do it here in this country that is not, I don't even want to say yet, but it's not yet an Islamic country. But even here, bro, when it's internal, they don't charge themselves certain things. But anybody else comes to their establishment, you're getting that percentage, G, because you don't believe in the Hayyameen with the Hayyabeen. But it's crazy, fam. So I get you. It's a great way to do things, but unfortunately, that's only restricted to people who are.
Yeah, no, but even so, fam, the whole principle of it, it still makes sense, bro.
But it does show you that it can work.
No, but that's my point. This is my point. Like, that's my point. You don't need, like, so the reason why that is there is, like I said, because we keep people financially dumb, so there's always high debt. So then that means that there's always a high amount of people that owe a small amount of people the money. So what does that do? It keeps the small amount of people in control of the people of the bigger amount of people with less money. Because why? As I stated before, you need money to do everything, to be getting. And that's how the play works. That's exactly how it works. Is that? And that's what I said. Because if they did get rid of interest, like I said, you'd be thinking, bro, think about how many different cool insurance companies and like so many things where, because a lot of them, they make a lot of their money via interest. You get what I'm saying? Like finance companies, a lot of like banks and all of that is made via interest. Like and so you would see like a lot of the actual money that's being made here, and like so you have people, nobody getting into debt. So you get me. So now it's like alright, cool. I get into debt now. I don't, cool, because I'm not financially, like, let's say, I ain't got good finance or I'm poor financially. I might owe this money, but I owe this money. So it's not going to be increasing over time. And it's not going to be increasing by a rapid amount over time. You get me? Because, yeah, you man slapped mad APR on it now because I got to pay this now. It's like, cool. And then here comes the pressure. Yeah, the pressure comes now. Yeah, from now, cool. You've now got a deadline to pay this money, or you're gonna have to end up paying more money. So what does that go and push a person to go do now? Exactly. And then when you wondering why people aren't doing X, Y, Z in these countries because of that stress they got, though. You get me? This whole concept. Oh yeah, you get a parking ticket. If you pay it now, we'll give it to you at this price. But then if you take long, we're gonna double it. And if you take even longer, we're gonna then. What? Like, why are you just allowed to just do that? You're just charging me money for no reason. Do you get what I'm saying?
Literally.
Like,
I mean, parking tickets.
Because a parking ticket, I don't even owe you. It's not even like a loan, you know, like where I've taken the money.
Yeah,
and it's not. It's like, and this is my whole point. The whole concept of what everything is rooted. You get me? Forms of taxes, because. You get me? Taxes is basically interest, bro.
But it's like the example that I gave, where they're coming to Jesus and they're saying, "Yo, Lord, like, do we even have to pay tax? Like, what's going on? Like, because this is clearly not right." Yeah. And then, I was speaking about time as well. I think it was speaking about time.
You're trying to trick Jesus,
speaking about next thing, yeah. And he's saying like, "Give to Caesar what's this?" No, he's like, whose head is on that coin? And it was like Caesar's. It was like, give to Caesar's what's to Caesar, and give to God what's God's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even where in another place, I think, where they went to some place and they were asking him, like, are you like not gonna pay your tax or whatever? And then I think he said to Peter, I think, he was like, God forgive me for paraphrasing so bad, but he must have he must have said to the I think he asked Peter like why do people like, who pays taxes basically, like, do you get what I'm saying? It was like, people that are captured in war. And he was like, oh, well, since all the people are free, then we should be cool. But we don't want to offend anybody. So go down to the river, catch a fish, or go catch some fish. The first fish that you catch, open its mouth, and there'll be a silver coin in there. Go and pay the tax for both of us. You know what I'm saying? So that's even Jesus acknowledging, like, look, man, their whole financial system is very corrupt. And they charge us for things that don't even make sense. But in order for us to not cause any, so that we don't give them an excuse to say we offended them or did something wrong, just pay the tax. You know what I'm saying? So we can continue with what we're supposed to be doing. So,
because obviously when you look at it, it's like diffusing conflict, isn't it? Because obviously it's like, when you look at it like this, paying the tax, avoiding the tax is going to cause conflict. That's the whole. That's
why certain people come to me like, you don't have to pay taxes. Like, yeah, I've seen all them videos, man. Like, we don't have to pay council tax. That's actually a scam. We literally don't have to pay it. But am I really willing to go through all the longness of having these people bang on your door?
No, but that is my point. No, because you see where it is. And like I said, this is the fundamental difference of what I say about the political class. Because, cool. Do you think these people who are in certain positions, do you think that they're even approaching them? They'll look at him and say, oh, this man, he owns this company, or he's MP. Man not going to his yard, are you man? He's got money and access to lawyers where it's like, we know you don't need to do. That is for the normal person. Ain't got that money, he ain't got the knowledge or the financial power to actually fight these people, fight the people. I mean, even look at my gym owner, he don't pay council tax, but obviously he's breaded, so
he's out here, and he's a gym owner.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
They don't want to mess with him anyway.
Yeah, he's breaded, but that's why I said he could do it, because he's breaded. So it's like he said, you lot keep trying to come, like he will film them, like you can't, like, because he knows that, like I said, he might know, but like I said, the majority.
Yeah, I mean, the majority don't know. Yeah. And for some people that know like me, they can't bother to go through the longness.
Exactly, that's my
point. Avoiding paying tax. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, this is a straightforward process.
It's not. And I know that sounds bad, but shit, man. I got other things to be focused on. I'm trying to dodge fucking council tax. That's a whole lot of shit, man. But yeah, I slightly wanted to see if we had time to review that video or that thing. You see that thing?
Uncle
Drive.
Drive.
I don't understand. Like, was that the whole thing? Like, just them 2 images?
There's the whole thing, but they didn't show you the second video where.
Brother, I'll give you bro, the cab pulls up.
Yeah.
Man, them are like, bro, you know what's mad is, because I've been in a similar situation like that, but bro, the cab pulls up, man, them pulled, like, they've hopped up the cab, they look like they're just going to go by, they were in the Uber or whatever. Man, obviously, as they've hopped out, one of them gone, hey, is that man them? But obviously, they're just getting out of the car, and then a merc pulled up behind them, and it's man them. Man them now hopped out here, so the other 3 youths that were in the car, they must have dipped off, but then one of them is jumped back in the cab.
That
this
one
is
in
where
the
video, the one with the chain and that. He that's where the video comes from, like, because he jumped back in the car. And obviously, these men are trying to nank him up and trying to do him in the car.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Obviously, he's saying to the cab that Uncle Drive, like, he's telling man to drive.
Oh, is that why it's
Just giving him bare notes.
Yeah. Because he's like, bro, no, he didn't give him notes until he drove. So he started driving. I was like, oh, my car, my da-da-da. But then he was driving slow. But then my man's pulled out the door. Was like, yeah, you want money?
He started driving
gave him
bare
bare
fast.
door, and like the man started driving.
Alright, let me.
No, but he was very slow though, because he should have. As soon as he saw them run back to the whip, he should have just drove off.
Bro, alright, let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Let me see.
Did
if
you see
they
that
can
post?
I just want to ask if we can pattern on the screen.
Yeah, nah, bro. You see with the whole situation.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation like that, and luckily, man didn't get stabbed or nothing. Lost my P, what was my P3 at the time? Yeah, P3. Yeah, I was going to my guy's yard, and obviously we stopped. And obviously, one dolly from whatever area he was in. Must have first it was like 3 foot as well, so various, but he's coming. Must have been like, oh yo, my boys got out of the car to go shop and get chased. So we literally just stopped, just driving and we just stopped. He's come over. Open the door because the door's not unlocked. My guys like, oh yo, where are you from? Also my boy's like, say where we're from, and obviously like, what are you doing? Like trying to G-check. So my boy bagged him, innit? Like, because obviously what are you opening up? What are you opening up the car door for? To ask them what are we? You know what I'm saying? And then after that, they basically what's the word? They basically obviously there was like 30 man in the shop basically with a bag of money. Obviously my boys got back to the car, but now he's like, more come out, and then obviously they come out the shop now. So now they've surrounded the car, and like in a similar situation, they're now trying to drag man out of the car, and trying to rush the car from. So man just kicking them and fighting them off like in the same, literally in the same manner. Yeah, but I was telling the cab driver, drive, bro. I was telling him to scream at him, drive, do it. Donnie,
you see that? You should have just drove off, man. I don't know what's he waiting for.
Donnie, look, that idiot cabman here, do you see why he's an idiot here? Because when my boy got back in the cab from the shop here, man told the cab driver, drive. This was before, this was before, like it got mad, like there was too much man, So then he's not driving, screaming, talking about my door, like because the door's open. So man's telling him, big man, you can't see what's going on there. Drive the whip, bro, fam. Like drive the whip.
I don't know, man.
Like he's not trying to drive to the point where it got so bad that the cab driver end up going to what's it? He end up
You got still rolling.
What happened now? It got so bad where come on, telling my man to drive. Obviously the Donnies have heard what's gone on now, and they're just thinking, yo, like they've gone round and taken the car the car key out of the ignition, so man can't even drive anymore. So we're just stuck there, bro. They blew it.
I don't know.
Bro.
But that Uncle Drive guy called Fed, man. He's not serious, man.
What do you mean?
He called Fed.
Of course he's gonna call Fed. He has to call Fed. Bro,
but apparently he's some road. I don't know. Allegedly.
Brother, he's a civilian, bro. Someone has just tried to, and this is why I say people is like they have these illogical ways of seeing how.
Bro, the streets are not saying this is a civilian, bro.
Like, bro, like it doesn't matter, bro. He's a cab driver, fam. What are you saying? He's not.
No,
a civilian?
not my man. I'm the
Alright, bro.
the light skin.
Yeah.
Apparently he's on the roads or something.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I don't. Yeah, the whole calling. You got a nank in your hand, covered in blood, and you call the police.
Brother.
Bro, he's getting jail.
What happened?
No, brother. But this is my point here. Realistically, in that situation, you don't understand is no one is going to jail unless he decides to follow through. You don't understand. If he just turns to say he's calling them as a deterrent.
Let's go to the police station.
Of course he's saying let's go because he's saying, bro, man are trying to kill him. Where is he going, bro? Man are in the car following him, bro.
So he's gonna say it's a
self-defense. No, but this is my saying. This is why I say people need to stop being like it's stupid. Where it's like you're not being logical. You're going to the place where these men are not going to kill you, bro. Like man's four, like this is what I say, man. It's not like you're getting chased. It's not like it's a one-on-one, but bro, you're getting chased by three or four other men with weapons, bro, who are clearly these all been stabbed, bro. They're showing they're trying to kill you. What do you mean? What do you actually mean? What is he supposed to do? What, go to his yard? Do you think these not give a shit whether he goes to his yard? Like they're gonna stop if they go to his yard, bro. If anything, what is he gonna do? Bring that to might live with his mud, bro. Exactly.
If I have a knife, I'm not calling for it, bro. They're gonna ask why have I got a knife.
Yeah, then you had a big black thing in his hand. Yeah. Sorry, the you in blue.
Yeah,
I'm late.
Yeah, he had a knife.
Yeah, you said you're not calling Rollies. Did Uncle Drive call the Rollies?
He was on the phone to the Rollies and then he said, "Uncle, drive me to the police station."
Uncle drive me to the police station.
Yeah, but what now?
He didn't even want to go to hospital. His eye looked messed up, fam, when I saw that thing there, fam.
He come out, he made a video after, he just...
Well, that he was in the year, I think he went to America because I didn't get touched. He's an idiot, man.
He went to America?
Yeah, he went to America and he's like, I never got touched.
Oh, better, man, saw it on live or on the camera.
Big
loud, but my thing is just own it, like don't.
What?
But this is just gonna stem into what the problem is with this whole this whole mentality, yeah, brother. Acknowledge, yeah, because this is what happens. It's not like people go on and react here like you're not supposed to get touched, bro. Anybody can get touched. It don't 100%. Matter who you are, bro. Anyone can get touched, bro. So what you do is you acknowledge, man tried to touch me, but you didn't get me. Don't go on like man didn't get you, but they had you in fear for your life, bro. So you can't showboat that. You cannot showboat someone had you in fear for your life. You should just be angry. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna be angry at the fact that I can't believe man had me, do you get me? Then man can say, cool, fair enough. But trying to come back with this, you didn't touch me, and when bro, clearly man see the man they're trying to.
It needs to be offside.
I saw the fear on man's face, bro. Bro, making the videos, bro. His face looked like
you called
his
police.
life was.
You called police, bro.
What was that from the boss man's?
Well, man all made an animation out of it, but that's how bad it's got from. I've seen man make some animation, reenacting the whole season. Bro. I was like, I said, this is crazy, fam. I said, imagine
people making jokes about that.
No, bro, that's the
first I heard about it.
Man, making skits about it. I'm like, you man are not serious.
Daniel dance, in a
cabin. Man making jokes
about it. The whole world just clowning it.
I don't think that's
and it's only because he lived. That's the big.
Man said, and it's only because he lived.
It's only because he lived. If he had died now, no one would have been clouding this.
Yeah, them
no one would be clouding it, bro.
If
they got him and you saw him sitting there on that backseat dead, no one would be running no joke, bro.
Yeah.
But the jokes that they're making is dead, though, man. It's not even funny.
There's people
they're just reenacting it. It's not even like the joke don't bang.
No, but obviously that's my point.
He's talking about that man with one brain cell, fam.
Yeah, bro.
That man would laugh at that, fam.
Exactly, bro.
Man said that one brain cell.
Repost it as well.
Because like I said, remember the thing what I just done is I'm thinking deeper into this. I'm not just absorbing what is put to me.
So you're saying we can't call him a snitch?
We can't call him a snitch.
The light skin brother.
Well, if he didn't go give a statement to them.
Because I know people that know him and they told me that he's about this, like he's on this thing. So if that's the case, in my opinion, my man's a snitch. Me personally, I'm not ready.
I keep telling.
If that's the case,
you know what it is, and
yeah.
my point is it, and this is what a lot of, especially in this whole road thing, or a lot of roadies, how they get caught in this trap here. Yeah. They let normal civilians define to them what a snitch is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Normal civilians don't understand a snitch, bro. Even though you're called Fed, he hasn't sent no one to jail.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he hasn't snitched.
That's my point. He hasn't said when you're a snitch is when you send someone to jail.
Yeah, but if they look at that video and they do the face value, whatever it's called, yeah. He technically did.
What do you mean?
If the police go investigate,
yeah, if they get the plates on
the plates on and my uncle's plate.
But I get you because being a roadman, I don't know if he's a roadman, but
allegedly he is. I don't know.
Making the video that he made, I mean, maybe. I mean, he's carrying a boy, he's got loads of cash on him, so he's probably a roadman. But, like, not has to be, but probably. But why are you calling rallies, man? You should have told that cab driver, take me to my strap or something, like, you know what I mean? Take me to where this little road and this little corner. When I jump out, just wait for me, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Calling Fed for a civilian is cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
But if you claim to be a bad boy,
bad man,
road man, I'm out here, I'm on things, and you dialed 999 or told the cab driver dial 999, bruh, you should be stripped of couple badges still. And I'm not even a roadman saying that. Like, your strap should be revoked still.
Brother,
I'm just gonna throw
it. I love how people just look, the fact that Donny was in fair for his life, you know. Like man talking like he was in a calm state of mind situation where, man, do you not see the bro, my one was getting attacked from
I hear it. But like
you think a person,
if he's claiming that life, that's snitching.
You see, you see what my point is here, and this is what people don't understand. This is why I say civilians, because civilians that who are not in that life, in the actual situation, don't know what goes through the mind of a person, because man are trying to kill him. When someone's trying to kill you, bro, any alternative to try to avoid you getting killed, you're not thinking, because my point is, it's different, like I said, if he'd got away, and it's different if he'd say, he's got away now, and the fucking, and now he's got on the camera, man's clear that, Fed, and he's giving a license. That's snitching, bro, because it's that cool. Bro, Donny, obviously, man don't know, he said that he didn't, he said.
Man on the phone straight to the feds.
Bruv, listen, I hear you. Everything you're saying is right, P. Like, like, in that situation, it's definitely heart racing. I just need to stay alive. Fuck what everyone thinks. Where's the rallies? Where's them man that I know will protect me even if they don't like me? Where are they? Yeah, them man, I'm running to their arms. You know what I'm saying? Shoot me, all of that. Bro, I just think of things on a actual, like, this is why I used to say there's a difference between gangsters and thugs. Yeah. And I feel like most men are thugs. Yes, there's very few gangsters.
Yes, bro.
And I'm not glorifying gangsters or nothing like that, but I always like to use my favorite reference, which is, I know nobody has these kind of values and family system and just honor, but the Italian mob. Yeah. You wouldn't see one of them, man, in a car chase and man are shooting at them and they're thinking, I need to go to the police station. That's not what they're thinking. Even most man in America, where all of this stuff is glorified, even the black, the drug law, like, maybe they snitched after a while, but what's his name? The American gangster guy.
Not
fuck with Nicky Barnes and all that. I mean, even Gotti, Nicky
Barnes. These man them snitched.
All of them, man. Like,
man them snitched.
They snitched after they got caught. Yeah, that's different. But if they're being chased by their up, they ain't want to know.
But even then, I just feel you was doing that. Now because you're getting there, you're gonna snitch and you're gonna throw every man under the bus.
Yeah, them man are.
When you come out, you're definitely gonna get nabbed.
I know Frank Lucas. So when he tried to use the excuse I didn't fuck with them man anyway, or
Alpo
that was Alpo.
Alpo.
Alpo is bro. I don't want to speak wrong about the dead, so you know what I mean. But yeah, man, hold tight Alpo, man. Hold tight Harlem.
Shout out him, but he had it coming. I can't lie.
But yeah, I just feel like if you claim a certain lifestyle and you're always like, because even like the rappers that claim that lifestyle, they'll be putting in their bars about, I know what comes with this. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, and whatever happens, and tomorrow might be my last run, and all that kind of shit. So they're clearly saying that they know that shit can happen, but when you're in the situation, you want to start crying and saying about, oh, where's the police? I need my mom. Like, all of this kind of, like, bruh, I thought he was a gangster, bro. I thought he was hard as stone.
No, but this is
what's going on.
And look, and this is why I always say, you see with this life, why I say at the end of the day, why it's not worth it. You see situations like that.
Tell them people.
Yeah, and I'll show you. Though, based off of the principle of gangsterism, you're a true gangster. Bro. And this is where, like I say, as you get older, when you're young, you don't think about this. You more act on the impulse of the situation, and so you're more likely to go through this situation, and land yourself up in jail. Yeah. So, based off of what happened to him, you know what you're supposed to do? As you said, yeah, cool. Man's got away. Man's going, like a true gangster, because obviously, I don't know if he knows, like I said, I don't know the ins and outs, but if you know who this is or who this might be, man, you're going over there, man's getting man strapped, man's going over there, man's finding man. If I find you one by one, or fight, but man's out there finding you, bro. That's what that's what true gangsterism is, bro.
I hear you still.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
But like I said, that's why when you said there's a difference between thugs here and gangsters, and this is one of the things where I say you could be a true, like I said, you could be a true gangster, and then like I said, you could meet a bunch of people who are just thugs. Their heart's not really in it, but just purely out of fear or the fact that, like I said, you're because obviously being a true gangster, you're more likely going to be intimidated to them. So they might kill you out of fear.
True.
Like, so this is why I said there's no, like, you know, even being a true gangster, like there's no positive outcome to that type of life, because the decisions it leads you to make, only navigate you to two places, bro, and that is in jail or dead. That's just all the decision making you make. This is just and basically navigating, avoiding dying and going to jail. Like, you're always one decision away from going to jail or dying.
It's not worth it.
Well, no.
Like it's crazy.
Especially because a lot of people can't handle it. They just live behind like a cushion of mandem or cars, or they never really. They just get away with.
No, but this is my point. Like, cool. You have loads of people where it's like, cool. They portray that life, but then it's like they don't actually indulge in it.
Yeah, to the point like, where
so like you'll be flaring up talking on the net and all that, but then when man are seeing you, you're ghost, or you ain't got none of that chat or none of that energy or none of that. You get me, like. And the man seen it countless of times, bro. And that's why I said,
like the guy in the video.
That's why I said to him, you can't. The way you try to go on a bite afterwards, total wrong move.
Because now, if them youths was just like, alright, cool, you know, we tried, we didn't get him, whatever, my man's an idiot anyway.
Now you're
like, wait, what?
Like you're gonna go on and pretend like what just happened, because remember there's a whole video of it out there. It's different if there weren't no video footage. He could have said whatever he wants to say.
The cab driver look like he's smiling.
You get me, fam? The video is out there. It shows they tried to get you down, and you get, like I said, to the point where you was in such fear where you called the police, bro. Yeah. So allow it, and just allow the trying to come act like, they didn't touch me, bro. Man saw the blood, like, you get me. So you got some sort of wound, bro. Whether they did whether it was lethal, maybe not so. Yeah, you thank the grace of God that it wasn't.
Trust.
You get it, like, but don't come now antagonizing after man clearly showed you they weren't trying to do no. We're just scaring you, or you get me a little. Nah, them man, they were trying to done you dance in the cab, bro, fam.
That's mad, you know.
Like, come on, and you're gonna go out and act like that didn't just happen, and it's on camera. Let's never forget that it's on camera. Come, what kind? And my thing is that look at how you look. Think about what you actually look at the logical facts, bro. Like, that's what I said. Own it and say, you man tried to get me down, but you didn't get me. That's the only way you could just own it. That's the only way. If you said that you tried to get me, but you didn't get me down, like, you get me. Don't come here like act like, oh no, like they didn't have you calling Fed, bro. Because that's my point. Is the whole cockiness and conceitness. I'm saying, because now, you know what it is? There's another situation where man's seen this, bro. Where one American story, fam, where basically one gal basically tried to backdoor one brother. That's basically set up. For those who don't know, tried to set up one brother, yeah, by obviously linking him. She was linking him and they tried to let a couple man.
Was that video that just come out or something?
Yeah, so he tried to run up. So they tried to run up on him. Obviously, he must have burst him. Obviously, must have got self-defense. Yeah, you know, in America. So he didn't. So he got off. So he got off. He then, after basically making such a near escape, where because he could have been the one dead. Yeah. He and catching a life, obviously, he didn't catch no charges for it. Yeah. He then decides, I'm gonna go and do like what my man and antagonize these people, and goes to the site where it happened, takes a photo, and posts it on his Instagram, caption this and that. The Donny dies.
How long after?
Probably like about within the hour or whatever.
Within the hour, blood.
He posted it, and within it, they cut bro because he posted it, and like an idiot, Donny must have still been in the area, fam. So, because remember, these people who are going to be following you or have people following you. So it's like, you posting that now, 100 people who might not mutually know you both, are now sending that to you, yeah, and you're thinking, yo, you've just killed our brethren, even though you lot tried to run up on him, you've killed our brethren, and then you're going to try and come and showboat about it.
He's a
yeah,
like, this generation of
this is what I'm talking about. I'm saying, bro, what are you doing?
People,
what are you actually doing, bro? You don't seen how much blighs you caught. Like, you caught bare blighs, like, bare blessing, bro. Bare God trying to save you. And then God just said, bro, you're so stupid, I can't save you, bro.
How many did he hit?
I think it was 2. I think it was the girl and the brother.
Okay.
I can't remember the specifics, but that was the gist of the story, was that he tried to run up on him. It didn't work. Yeah. And they end up dead, but he ended up busting the case because I said he could have caught a case. That's my point.
This
is what my point is, fam. That's what my point is. Like.
Fam, like, after getting off like that, you should have been humbled in your whole life.
I just kept you quiet and say, yeah, the Lord loves me.
I'm saying.
That's how I would have said, yeah, the Lord loves me, bro.
Church.
Like,
oh.
How many times I've caught flies, I'm like, yeah, look, yeah, the Lord loves me. And say, yeah, that's it.
Bro.
Like, you need to be able, and that's another skill, you need to be able to see that. When certain things, and say, oh yeah, man catching blighs, yeah, the Lord loves me. Like, because you want to keep trying to catch blighs from until one day he's going to say, alright, cool, you're not learning, so you have to feel.
It's like that, you know.
You get me? And let's just hope that feeling is not fatal. You get me? Because him, like, my man, like I said, that was direct karma because he did not learn.
I went and taunted the devil, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's exactly what he said. He taunted, like that was you don't, cause my thing is like, bro, regardless of the situation, I said, bro, you have to remember you're antagonizing people. Because remember, you mean nothing to them, that person meant something to them. You get it? Like, you have to understand from their perspective, no one's gonna tolerate that. Because the fact that, like I said, you're getting off scot-free for it. So it's like, you get me, you're not even, there's no form of repercussion that's happening to you, and then you're gonna come and then rub it in our face by being disrespectful and taking a picture where they died in the blood. The blood's all still there, bro. That's what you take it like. And this is what I'm saying to If you had a certain level of morals or what's wrong with you? How was you raised? This is what I said. If you don't understood what respect was, like people these days need to go understand what it is to have core moral principles. And you won't get yourself into dumb, even if you do this type of shit, yeah, you're not gonna get yourself into dumb situations like that because you have some sort of grounding within you to understand certain things you just don't do, certain things like, yeah, this isn't how you do it or go about it. Like, because the disrespect of the fact that somebody's died, bro. It don't matter whether or not they chat, bro. Someone's died. So at the end of the day, what happened. But then you respect the fact that they're dead. They died in the outcome. You didn't. So you just take that and you get it. Like, you move on. You don't dare and go try showboat. Death, like, brother, you killed someone to defend yourself. Yeah. So it's nothing to showboat. Like, it's not a show, and that's my point. Is it's not a showboat. You just take that and say, yeah, because at the end of the day, as a righteous human being, yeah, you shouldn't have wanted to do that in the first place. You don't want to. You should never ever want. No other human being should want to ever kill any other human being. You should not want to kill any other human being.
Nah, man, that's crazy.
Exactly my point.
For anyone to even feel like they got the right to take a life away,
Exactly.
that's insanity. Like,
And that's my point. Why you shouldn't be on the road, because the road with that type of life and that it leads you down two paths. Like I said, you end up in jail, or you got to kill someone or die, or you die. Those are your paths. Those are your. Because my point is that how much you willing to tolerate before you're gonna end up killing someone. Because a lot of, like I said, a lot of stuff. Like for example, that is a situation where he had to kill them, because it's like it's you or them.
That's it.
And that is the decision. You or them. So you take that choice of whether you to defend yourself or you die. You get me? He chose, like I said, he defended himself and he come out lucky in the end. That doesn't always happen. And that's what my point is. You can't see that blessing. You don't see it. I don't understand them. I just don't understand why like people have this mindset of, like I said, even I was even saying this here, and was pissing me off was in dancehall music, putting on like a big dancehall fan. I said, brother, they just like, I'm hearing man some of the lyrics and I'm saying, brother, man said he's got triple murder on his resume. Yeah. And I've said to myself, I said, why are you promoting that? Like, what is good about that? What is the I understand, like, cool. I hear, man, can talk about selling food and this and that, but my point is, that's like cool.
It's all the same.
No, bro.
that was hard.
No.
I also said no compromise.
No, bro. Because like I said, to me, like selling food is the same as all.
You can sell food and that food can kill someone. I'm just saying.
We're gonna do an episode on morality because I feel like that's gonna be a great episode.
Half the things you eat in the shop are not killing you, no? I'm not killing people.
I'm not denying that.
Exactly. So that's what my point. Anything you say, I can use it against you, bro. Anything you say, I can do that.
All them
things I'm consuming that are killing you.
That was an extreme to like. You can't compare hard food to chocolates.
Nah, bro.
It's not the same.
Nah,
like
bro.
We get that the food is not great for you, and most of junk food is not great for you, and processed food.
No, but I'm just saying,
but it ain't hard food.
No, just don't, like, obviously, if you're gonna apply it, you have to apply it all right. We don't pick and choose when to apply it. That's my point.
You're pick and choosing.
I'm not.
Alright, so murders is wrong.
No, but
on the resume, but selling food is not wrong.
Because like selling food, like I say, how I see it is you're hustling, isn't it?
What if you're a murderer, like you're a hitman?
No, but there's not. Hustling.
That's a hustle, bro.
Hustling. The purpose of hustling is to generate money. Yeah.
Hitmen make a lot of money, bro.
Bro.
There's professional hitmen as well.
There is professional
James
hitmen,
Bond,
but like I said, that type of money, yeah, like I said, that's crazy because, like I said, you're taking someone's life. You shouldn't want to take nobody's life.
But with food, you could be taking people's lives. You technically are taking people's lives.
What do you mean?
When you sell food, you're taking
they got drug
lives.
addictions. They're slaves to drugs.
Some people are dying.
Right.
Some people are putting themselves in financial distress, which will cause death.
Let me
maybe.
just throw a span in the works. I love doing this here.
It's
your so-called. It's the so-called government who made things illegal. Is that not where the food comes from?
What?
Word.
So this is why
I didn't even hear you properly.
Remember the so-called government that deemed things illegal that you say you want to follow.
Yeah,
is this not where the food comes? The so-called drugs that you lot are
We're not debating whether the government is corrupt. We know the government is corrupt. What we're saying is that murder and selling food is the same thing, because we're talking about a moral standpoint and talking about and promoting things through lyrics. It's the same thing, because when you're selling food, certain times you've got to commit murders depending on what level of food you're selling.
Weed then, innit?
Bro, you ain't watched Shotter, bruv. Shotter's, sorry. That's a Shotter. It sounds like some
I know, but that's the extreme, man.
What do you mean?
That's real life.
I left the what?
Shotter's is real life, man.
Bro.
And Max Stunning.
There was hella, like, bro, weed is real as well. It just, if you're playing on that level, you know.
I hear what you're saying, isn't it? But
like, it goes up a lot higher levels with weed, but before you get to the nitty gritty. But I do hear you, and that's definitely, they should stop promoting them things in a lot of music, dancehall, rap, hip hop, drill, fucking might even pop it off at R&B, pop music, rock, and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I think our moral is money does not bring happiness. Bad mannerism is going to ultimately cause you to create bad situations around you. So you won't be happy. And relationships are very key in keeping good relationships for mental health purposes. We didn't even touch on that, but it's in there. You know what I'm saying? Join us next week where we'll be talking about more, right? Now just check. Now, real talk though, like next episode, like I feel we're gonna touch on morality because I feel like that would be a very interesting thing to talk
That's
about.
morality, you know.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be-
but morality is a very, very big key factor of life.
It was the last 5 minutes we touched on morality, and I feel like it would be good to get some opinions on what we feel like is a compromise and what is not a compromise, because it's true what P's saying in
But
some
then I think
respects.
that's down to what fits our own personal agenda.
Okay, I bet.
But
But
P thinks trapping is okay. That's his personal agenda.
I hear that.
To find the means. I personally don't think. I think it's wrong. I think it's killing our community, but it depends on the person.
Do you feel? Do you feel it's wrong that the chicken shops are clogging people's arteries?
Come on, P.
It's wrong, but
wait,
it's
no,
legal.
but this is what I hate when people.
Nah,
but that's
I'm
my
agreeing.
narrative, though.
I'm agreeing.
Well, I'm admitting
You
though.
need to
I'm
have that
agreeing.
energy all round, bro.
I just admit
I
it
don't
though.
know. I don't know.
Because you're like I was gonna say, because you said you feel that trapping's wrong. I'm not disagreeing with
Hold
you
tight,
feeling
chicken,
that
though.
wrong, yeah. But I'm saying, but do you have that same feeling for the?
Yeah, but a man
you know-
ordering chicken
I
and
do.
chips every day is wrong as well.
Huh?
Man ordering chicken and chips from
Exactly,
Bossman
man.
on Uber Eats is wrong as well.
It's
But
friggin' wrong.
one is legal and one's not.
But you
I'm not the government.
But you don't see the man who owns the chicken shop. Yeah, I feel nah, yeah, it's wrong for you. You don't feel that way, like the way you feel about.
I think
You don't
moderation
feel that,
even
innit?
with
You
that,
don't
man.
feel that way,
It's
that's
moderation,
But
fam.
how okay, but
The chicken shop man's not doing nothing wrong. Because if you go to him, I eat chicken and chips every now and again, but certain man eat chicken chips every night.
Yeah. So he's wrong for selling it to them.
No, he's not.
Why? 'Cause
Unless it's not chicken.
Why? Because they want to consume it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
In moderation, it's not
then
going to harm you, bro.
I think it's objective. But I
I don't think it
feel
will harm
Alright,
you.
cool.
someone should be buying chicken and chips
So if
every
a
day.
man
wait.
if a man wants to consume weed,
And I'm in that
every
predicament.
moderation.
Weed is a medicine, so what are we talking about here? You see how I jumped to that quick? I was like, let's throw weed out here. Wait a minute.
Man took weed out of the whole
Man took it, he tried to take it
Man
out.
only talking about heart feeding these things over here, man. I'm talking about the weed. Like,
You try to catch me out. I said,
No, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this morality episode.
I can't let my heart feel guilty right now.
No, P was like, nah.
He's about to convict man with his weed
I
thing.
can't get onto the trap.
I was literally just because he like see what Wiz I say. Wiz had to swear
Yeah,
out
yeah,
that one real
swear.
quick. Like.
Mustn't. It's a medicine.
Man almost went into the bollards with that one there, fam. That was bad. That was
That was a
bad.
good one, dude. Like,
I've never even heard myself
that's
swerve so
me-
quickly.
I don't think that's medicine, like man, like what do?
I think I got a split right here.
That's what I said. I've already prescribed. Like we get.
No,
we
but
get-
what was you gonna say about the weed every day though?
No, but I was gonna say, cool. So
1 minute.
as you said, yeah, someone wants to date like this because they're choosing to consume it. But I'm saying, yo, look, so if someone wants to buy weed, yeah, the person that is supplying it to them, which is a trapper, you say it's wrong, but like I said,
100%.
he's the same as the chicken
It's
shop
not
man.
the same.
He
It's not
is the
the
same.
I agree.
He's the same.
I
One's
agree.
legal and one's not. That's.
But
My-
that's
why I'm not keeping the same energy.
They both are still damaging you. So what?
Yeah.
tell
But that's
me-
my agenda, though.
It's not based on whether it's illegal. This is what I'm trying to
It
show
is,
you.
though.
It's not based on whether it's illegal, bro.
Nah, I
It is,
agree
though.
with what you
It's
said.
based on the morality of the actual what's happening.
Because
bro.
Bossman's not saying to you, come to my shop every day though.
No, but you know I
Yeah.
agree with P. Even though Bossman's not saying
Yeah.
that, even they advertise in different ways
Yeah.
in their posters and shit, and you know they put that smell. You know what I mean? But what P's saying that I agree with is the fact that just like in the drug situation, just as the dealer is just as bad as the user, technically, even if we do look at chicken and chips and bad fast food, the user, the eater is definitely, the consumer is definitely bad for fucking going there. But the person making it, more time, they don't even really eat it. And because they know that what they're making is some bullshit. So
But
technically,
all the man at
the
McDonald's,
supplier
aye,
is as bad as
McDonald's
the consumer.
owner, the people said
they
they
don't-
none of
they
their
definitely
kids
eat it.
eat this, bro.
Yeah,
Is that
they
Google?
would-
They don't.
they're
No,
not sitting
exactly.
down.
None of them and Google. None of their kids use these things,
Yeah,
and I'm saying, bro.
yeah.
But yet you're trying to sit here and tell me that you only feel that way about trappers specifically because it's illegal. But
You
I'm
don't
saying,
get half your product in it.
I can't wait for this episode.
You don't get half your
Where's
product
the,
in it.
and that's what I said. That's what I say. You're confusing illegality with morality,
No,
bro.
but I'm admitting I'm not keeping the same energy though. I'm admitting I'm not denying
So
it.
you're biased.
Huh?
You're
No,
biased.
I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm biased.
I wouldn't
biased.
say it like that.
Like I said,
You're biased.
one's legal and one's not. I
biased.
don't agree with
I hear
illegal
you.
activity.
Your standpoint
Right.
is on
Mine's
legality.
just anti-trap, cuz then.
Yeah, I'm anti-drugs. I think it's an idiot. You can spend your money on better things, but I don't know, man. What do I know?
No,
I'm
you do know.
controversial.
That's a good stance. I love this.
This guy is
I love
disgusting.
this. But we have to end. We have to end there.
Anyway, to next
Yeah,
time.
I can't wait for the next episode still.
Yo, like, share, subscribe, man. Cheese Louise, Papa Cheese.